Mr. Gupta, a very good afternoon to you and thank you so much for joining in.
Hi,
You
good
know,
afternoon.
it's very interesting that every single day we have record highs coming in when it comes to gold and silver. This week, in fact, has managed to be remarkably strong. Of course, you do have that safe haven push coming in, lots of uncertainty when it comes to the entire US and Europe situation. Is this perhaps the key trigger here?
Yes, definitely. The geopolitical concerns and the tariff issues mainly providing support to the gold and silver prices as this is that there is a safe haven demand, and even we have seen the rupee depreciation is also providing support to the domestic market, where we have seen that today gold made a new high of 1,48,000 and silver made a high of almost 3,20,000. So this the main reason is the safe haven demand and the geopolitical concerns, where we have seen the people are investing in gold and silver, probably in the gold and silver for the investment time. And we have also seen that other asset classes also declining, so they are not seeing any other opportunity in spite of gold and silver. So investors are looking to trade in gold and silver as a safe haven demand.
Right, and so of course, safe haven demand is a picture that we're seeing play out when it comes to the entire world of commodities, gold and silver in particular right now. But Mr. Gupta, when you're taking a look at silver, it does look like there's a lot of volatility here that is at play. Do you think that if you have an iron stomach, you should still be getting in on the party, albeit a little bit late, or do you think you should steer away given the volatility?
See, as far as concern about the volatility in silver, it's increased very high. If you check that there is a premium of rupees almost 25,000 between spot and futures market, which showing that the volatility is there. And the small investors, small traders are not participating in this market due to the high margins and the high volatility. So even we are also advising to the small traders that they will not do trade in the silver market because it's a high volatility. And as far as concern about the small contracts and mini contracts, they are also margin has been increased, so this will also impact the small traders who are not able to trade. And even we have also noticed that due to the increase in the price, the margin is also increased, so that will also giving some sense to traders to exit from the positions. That's why we have seen there is a huge volatility in the market. And apart from that, the price appreciation in gold and silver is very high. And we have also seen a gap up opening and gap down opening in the market. That's why the huge losses are also seen on the screen. So the volatility is very high, and we are advising to the traders not to participate in small and mini contracts due to the high margins also.
Really interesting is that you do have a bunch of brokerages that are actually quite bullish, at least in the near term. Is that the sense that you also perhaps have? What is your outlook as well when it comes to gold and silver, and where do you see prices also headed?
See, currently the geopolitical tension and tariff tensions are, providing support to the gold and silver prices. As earlier, we are targeting $90, which have been achieved in the silver. Right now we are targeting $100, and we are expecting it may test very soon, because currently it's trading around $94 per ounce. And for the gold almost tested $4,700 per ounce. But for the coming times, we are expecting gold may test $4,800 per ounce, and silver may test initially $100 per ounce, and above that it may test $110 per ounce. So our outlook is in gold and silver is positive on the back of this geopolitical tension and trade tension. And also the technical chart is also looking bullish for gold and silver perspective. And apart from that, rupee is also looking in a depreciation mode. Currently it is trading around 91. That is also providing support to the domestic market. So our view for gold and silver is positive, and we are expecting it may rise further from here.
All right, then that's the take coming in as far as gold and silver is concerned. And of course, we've already talked about the entire rupee depreciation here on the channel. But, Mr. Gupta, what's actually key here is that you do also have oil, where the surplus concerns seem to be coming back in focus time and again. So what is your outlook when it comes to that entire picture, especially when it comes to oil?
See, we are expecting that the market, if you talk about the commodity side, we are not expecting so much, volatility, because crude market is oversupplied. Recently, in last week, we saw a sharp increment in the crude oil inventories. In US, they pumped, pumped a huge crude oil. So crude oil inventory is huge, and we are not expecting so much rise in crude oil prices. Currently, it is trading around 60 to $62 per barrel in WTI. So as the market is oversupplied and global demand is very low, so we are not expecting so much appreciation in the crude oil prices. However, the geopolitical concerns may lift some prices of the crude oil, but not expecting so much. So we are not very optimistic for the crude, and expecting crude price may further correct towards $55 per barrel.
All right, and so that's the take coming in there as well. But before we move on, I quickly wanted to try and get a sense of which commodity you're more bullish on between gold and silver. If you're asked to pick one, in terms of the one where you do have all of the fundamentals in place, which one would you pick out of the two?
See, both are on a bullish mode, but yes, we are more aggressive on silver. So if somebody wants to invest in gold and silver, so we are recommending that they can start investing 60% in silver and 40% in gold, because in silver, industrial demand is there, and also safe haven demand is there. So silver work as a both safe haven demand player and the industrial metal player. So we are very optimistic for the silver. So one can start investing in silver, or you can say a silver ETF also.
All right, then, and Mr. Gupta, before I let you go, if you were to hazard a guess when it comes to the entire robust ETF inflow story also remaining resilient, what would you say would happen from here on? Because, you've seen a lot of buying coming in when it comes to the year 2025. This year as well, we've seen quite some strength actually be there when it comes to gold and silver. So given all of that, in terms of the factors, what are you looking at in terms of the robust ETF inflows?
Yes, see, this is a product where investor can start investing in gold and silver, and we have seen in last 6 months we saw a good inflow in gold and silver prices, basically from the ETF side, because ETF are providing very low cost product where a small investor can start investing in gold and silver ETF. And however, physical prices of gold and silver are looking very high side, but ETF are looking on a very low price. Means one can start investing in gold and silver ETF below 100 rupees as well. So we are seeing a very good attraction in gold and silver ETFs, and inflows are increasing. So we are advising that if somebody wants to invest in gold and silver, so this is one of the method where they can start investing through ETFs.